What's up you guys, the Curious Owl here, and today I am bringing you my April TBR. So in April, there is a really big readathon going on that I am being a part of, and if you haven't checked out the announcement video yet, I will leave the link down in the description for you guys, but I am one of the hosts for the HouseCupathon, and I'm so excited for it. I am one of the prefects for Team Hufflepuff, so if you are a part of Team Hufflepuff and are joining the readathon, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to talk to you guys and get excited for this. So the readathon is basically going throughout the whole month, and basically all the books that I am reading for this month are going to go towards the HouseCupathon, whether it's for certain prompts or just to earn page points. The HouseCupathon basically is more based on how many pages you read in a month that is converted into points, and at the end of the month, whichever team has the most house points will win the House Cup for this round. So without further ado, let me get into some of the books I am reading, starting off with all of the arcs I have to read this month. So I have several arcs that I have to read that are due this month that I have not read as of yet, several of them having been ones I wanted to read in March but didn't get to. The first one being Wreck by Kristen Crone Mills. I also have Broadland, which is coming out on April 5th, Unbroken by Brooklyn Ray coming out on April 8th, The Dodo Night coming out on April 10th, as well as Amazing Grace by Kim Nash. The books that I had gotten for arcs that I'm specifically reading in April are starting with The Rules of Birkin by Tracy Finlay coming out on April 11th, The Time of Our Lives by Portia McIntosh coming out April 12th, I Know You by Eric Thurm, but also coming out April 12th, Song of Songs by Mark Graham, and Swords, Sorcery, and Self-Rescuing Damsels by Lee French, both coming out April 16th. Don't Even Breathe by Keith Houghton coming out April 18th. Restorations by Charles Stickler coming out April 20th. An Irresistible Temptation by Elsa Winkler coming out April 23rd. The Skin of Dreams, a poetry collection by Quarish Ali Lansana coming out April 27th. And 3 novels that are coming on April 30th. Arusha and the Song of Death by Roshani Chokski, Warrior Prime by Victor Gischler, and Abwood by Natasha M. Freeman. In addition to that, I am also going to be reading several other books that either I didn't get to in March or really want to try to get through before I read one of my arcs specifically. The one that I want to try to read before one of my arcs is Arusha and the End of Time by Roshani Chokski, because I've not read that, and Arusha and the Song of Death is the second book in that series. I also want to try to finish my audiobook of A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin, because I did not finish that in March, and I want to try to read that because I do want to try to also read A Storm of Swords at some point in April, but I highly doubt I'm going to get to it, but I would like to at least try to start it if I can. I also still have to read my March TBR pick, which was Smoke in the Sun by Renee Adier. Now, as far as my rereads for the month, I have 2 rereads that are going on. The first one is the second book in this Morganville Vampires volume, which is Dead Girls Dance, the second novel in the Morganville Vampires series by Rachel Kane. And I'm so excited because this is the one where I think things really start to pick up for the series, because the first book in the series, Glass Houses, really kind of just got started with understanding the world, and shit really hits the fan with Dead Girls Dance. The second reread I am going to be reading is actually our group book for the HouseCupathon, which is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I am going to be trying to read it physically, but I also do have the audiobook for it, so I can use that if I need to. But because I already have 2 audiobooks I'm going to be working through this month, I don't know if it's going to work. Speaking of which, my audiobook for the month is going to be Pieces of Her by Karen Slaughter. And now I'm going to pick my random TBR pick for April, and then I will also get into specifically what books are going to be counting for what challenges for the HouseCupathon. So our pick for this month is Jacoby. Ooh, that's going to be so much fun. I have heard very good things about the Jacoby series by William Ritter, I think is his name. So now to go into the specific books that are going to be meeting challenges for the HouseCupathon, because we do have prompts for the HouseCupathon, and I do want to let you guys know which of the books I have already talked about that are going to meet certain challenges. So for the letter challenge, which is to read a book that is an anticipated 5-star read, that is going to be Arusha and the Song of Death by Roshani Chokski. It is the second book in the series, but I am anticipating it to be really good. This book is also going to be actually for the Quidditch challenge, which is to read a middle grade book. Obviously, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is our required reading for the HouseCupathon, so that's already taken care of. For the Diagon Alley challenge, which is to read a book in a world you have never been in, it is going to be for Warrior Prime by Victor Gischler, because this is going to be in a completely different fantasy world that I've never read in before. For the Invisibility Cloak challenge, which is to read a book with less than 1,000 ratings, I'm picking another of my arcs, which is The Time of Our Lives by Portia McIntosh. For the Troll challenge, which is to pick a book that has monsters in it, I'm going with Dead Girls Dance in the Morgan of Le Vampire series because it has vampires involved with it, and vampires are a type of monster. And for the final challenge, which is to read an intimidating read, I'm gonna go with actually A Clash of Kings and or Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin, because both of them are really, really intimidating for me, considering they are such very, very big books. Also, don't forget, if you are involved with the HouseCupathon, the hosts are actually going to be posting a riddle in the Discord, so if you want to make sure that you don't miss out on that, I will leave the Discord link down in the description for you guys to go and get yourselves involved with the Discord chat. We will be posting it there, and then each of the hosts are going to be posting their own separate videos, which will have the answer within the video, so keep your eyes peeled for that if you are in the HouseCupathon. But anyway, guys, those are all the books I'm hoping to read in April. It is a lot. It is, let me count actually, because I have no idea how many books I have planned for this month. I have 25 books planned for April. I'm gonna die. I don't know if it's gonna work out. Most likely what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna get through all my arcs and call it good. But I also wanna mention that if you are participating in the HouseCupathon, we are hosting our live show at the end of April, which will be on April 27th. We're still deciding on a time because some of us are in the UK and the rest of us are in the US, so we're trying to figure things out. So keep your eyes peeled also on the Discord chat for that and on our Twitter page, which I will leave both in the description for you guys. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up, and if you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below and subscribe to become an ally in our flock, and I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye guys!